Coaching Remotely podcast presented by New England Patriots Alumni Club.
Dante Scarnecchia has had influence over players over the last 35 years, had just recently retired. Our own Chuck Wilson from Evenfield had an opportunity to sit with Dante Scarnecchia and extract from him some of that wisdom.
What is the advice you have for parents of kids who really love to play sports?
Oh, I think that, that if your kid loves to play sports, then you have to give them any latitude that you can to let them go out there and play them. And I think that you need to provide for them the opportunity to do that. Sports are great, man, in a lot of ways. I think that for youth coaches, I think what's really important for them is that, that they study the game, they learn the game, and most importantly, they teach kids how to practice the game that build good habits and train them how to play the game as efficiently as they can. When I was young in coaching, I was a graduate assistant at Iowa State, and I sat down to I actually was a very good friend with the elder coach, and he taught me one thing that has made a huge impact on my life. And what he said to me was that if you're not seeing your drills that you practice, if you're not seeing your drills on your game tapes, then you're not doing the right drills. And he was so right. And I've learned over the years that everything we do at practice has to look like how we want it to look in the game. And that only comes with putting a lot of thought into what you want them to do at practice, how you want them to do it, the tempo you want them to do it in, because all of it's going to manifest itself come Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday, if they're lucky, and it's going to be exactly the way you want them to do it. And I think that that's the most important thing about coaching, is to teach them how to play the way you want them to play.
What are you concerned about that you've seen in youth coaching?
I think that a lot of guys, and I appreciate their time and willingness to get involved, I think that it can't just be about putting a whistle around your neck and walking around and not being enthusiastic about what you want them to do, and not, setting up, you got to set up your practice so you get the most out of every minute, so that you don't have 2 guys doing something and 12 guys watching. It has to be the very best that you can provide for the kids to train them and teach them, nurture them, to make them better people, better players. Talk about mental toughness. Mental toughness a lot of times is all the times developed on the practice field. How you practice, how hard you practice. And I'm not talking about beating each other up every day at all. I'm talking about, practicing hard, finishing blocks, being in the right football positions, the safest football positions, so no one gets hurt. And I think that's what it's all about. And I think that I think that can be improved in a lot of ways. Having a great plan for every day. What do you want to get out of this meeting? What do you want to get out of this practice today? When this day is over, I want to be able to go home and say, man, this was a good day. And I think that that's unbelievably important, is getting the most out of every day you got and getting the most out of the players every day you can.